In this lab, we will creating and configuring a web application firewall. Your team has been tasked with implementing an application load balancer and web application firewall to help with some traffic issues and attacks that your instance have been experiencing. You will create an ALB and an access control list with a managed rule and a custom rule. Solution: log into your AWS management account. Make sure you are using US East 1 region. First step, create an ELB. In the search bar at the top of the AWS portal, type the select EC2, right here EC2, click enter, click on instance running. Under load balancing in the left navigation menu, click load balancer, load balancers, click create load balancer. Under load balancer type, click create application load balancer. Name tag ALB1. Sorry, ALB1. Scroll down network mapping VPC, click the drop down menu and select the VPC available. Left is by default Linux Academy PC. On the mapping, click on the checkbox the next US East 1A and US East 1B. On the security groups, click on the drop-down menu and select the security group contain EC2 security group as the name. Select from here EC2 security group. On the listeners and routing default action, click create target group. This will open a new, as you see here is empty. Click here, open new. Under basic configuration, choose a target type, select the instance here. On the target group name, enter target group 1, TG1. Leave the other settings at default and click next. On the available instance, click on the checkbox next to public 1 and public 2. As you see here, public 1 and public 2. Ensure ports for the selected instance is set to port 80. Here. Click include as pending below. At the bottom of the page, click create target group here. Navigate back to the load balancer tab. Select here, refresh. Select here. Next, to default action, click on the drop-down menu and select the target group 1 target group. Leave the other settings at default, scroll down and click create load balancer. As you see. Now with load balancer you should see is a provisioning state. Wait may take a few minutes until it's in an active state. As you see, status now in active mode. Now we can create a WAF, Web Application Firewall. In the search bar at the top of the AWS portal, type WAF and select WAF and Shield. Under AWS WAF, in the left navigation menu, click IP sets. Click Create IP set. Under IP set name, enter name set1. Under IP version, ensure IPv4 selected here. Under IP addresses, you will need to enter your IP address. To retrieve this information, open a new browser tab and navigate to ESL report website. Click Tools. Drop down menu in the menu bar and select My IP. Copy the IP address next to my web IP address. Navigate back the IP addresses, paste your web IP address and add /32. Click Create IP set. Under AWS WAF, in the left navigation menu, click Web ACLs. Create Web ACLs. Under the name, enter ACL1. Leave other settings at default and click Next. Now we should add rules. Under Rules, click on the Add Rule. Add Managed Rule Groups. Click on AWS Management Rule Groups to expand the menu. Scroll down to Free Rule Groups. To expand the menu, next to Amazon IP reputation list, slide the scroll bar to enable Add to Web ACL. Amazon. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and click Add Rules. Under Rules, click on Add Rules drop-down menu, select Add My Own Rules and Groups. Set the following values. Rule type, select Rule Builder name, enter my rule. Type, select regular type. Under Statement Inspect, click on the drop-down menu and select Originated from an IP address in. From IP set, click on the drop-down menu and select Set 1. Under IP address to use as the originating address, select Source IP address. Under Actions, select Allow. Click Add Rule. Okay. Under Default Web ACL action for requests that don't match any rules, select Block and click Next. Click Next through Set Rule Priority. Under Configure Metrics, request sampling options, select Disable sampled requests. Click Next. Click Create Web ACL. Allow 5-7 minutes for the Web ACL to populate before associating the ALB. Web ACL is now ready. Click to on the ACL1. Click Associate AWS resource and add AWS resources. Select Application Load Balancer. Select ALB1. Add. Now we should test configuration of the WAF. Is a search bar at the top of the AWS portal. Type and select EC2. EC2. Under load balancing in the left navigation menu, click Load Balancers. Halfway down the page under the load balancer, select ALB1 description, DNS name. Click on the copy of icon to copy a DNS name here. Sorry, networking. Click ALB1. Copy DNS name. Navigate to a new browser tab and paste DNS name. You should see the WAF test page. Continue slide. WAF test, yes. Navigate back to the EC2 management console. In the search bar at the top of the AWS portal, type WAF and select WAF and Shield. Click IP sets. Click on the set 1. To navigate into it. Under IP addresses, select the checkbox Next to the list is IP addresses. In the upper right corner, click delete. Delete. In the top of menu, type delete to confirm deletion and click delete. Navigate back to WAF test page and refresh the page. You should see 403 forbidden error. Check. As you see, okay, all is done. If you don't receive this forbidden error, refresh the page after a few minutes. Congratulations, you have completed this lab. Have a nice day.